Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the director of Cooper Hewitt Smithsonian Design Museum, Caroline Bowman.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 19th National Design Awards. It is my tremendous pleasure to introduce the Secretary of the Smithsonian Institution, David Skorton. Positioning us as a global resource for building knowledge and solving problems, David has launched a whole new era of optimism for the Smithsonian. Our impact has never been greater thanks to his inspiring leadership. Please join me in welcoming David.
Let's get on to important business. Do you like Caroline's dress tonight? Do you like it? Well, on September 17th of this year, she got married in this dress. What do you think of that? Huh? Where is the lucky guy?
Right there.
Will you stand up, please? Stand up, please. Congratulations to the newlyweds. And Carol, you can sit down now, I guess. Caroline's explanation for wearing the same dress tonight is one of sustainability. She figures she'll keep reusing them. So, Caroline, congratulations to you guys. How wonderful. All right, back to my script now. So, as you know, design is everywhere, and it's integral to the way we live. And a phrase that I like is to say that what design does is form a bridge between creativity on the one hand and active innovation on the other. And obviously design is critical to our modern world in every way. No one knows that better than the awardees tonight and so many of you. And Cooper Hewitt, for all the nice things that Caroline said about me, which of course is wonderful of her, Cooper Hewitt has actually been leading the way. When Caroline reopened this wonderful institution just a very short time ago, 3 years ago, it was touted as the museum of the 21st century. And it really is something that she put together the best parts of the digital world so that experiences of people who come through here are customized to what they want to get out of a museum. And we're taking a lot of examples and a lot of leadership from Caroline across the whole institution. And Cooper Hewitt is leading the way in many, many ways. This museum collaborated with the Gates Foundation and brought the National Design Award education program to 3 cities. And Cooper Hewitt's recent presence at the London Design Biennale demonstrates Cooper Hewitt is not just a platform for this country, but a global one. And at the Biennale, Caroline presented the immersive installation called Face Values. It explores the ubiquity of facial detection technology in contemporary society. Well, the installation was so well received that Caroline and Cooper Hewitt won the Biennale Medal for the most inspiring interpretation of the 2018 theme. Congratulations, Caroline, for that. Amazing, amazing. And following the debut in New York at Cooper Hewitt, we're going to install Face Values at the wonderful National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C. And another global excursion for the museum will happen in January. And a lot of wonderful things are happening because of Caroline's leadership. Caroline's leadership also shows how creativity, including the work of artists, is to the global economy. One other thing that Caroline is doing here that I think is unbelievably important and unfortunately often overlooked, and that is to think about inclusion and diversity very, very broadly. And Cooper Hewitt is going to bring the wonderful exhibition Access Plus Ability to Davos. And this exhibition, if you haven't had a chance to see it, highlights the products and projects and services developed by and with people with disabilities that allow them to engage more fully with the world. And again, I congratulate you, Caroline, for making that happen. Caroline is a socially conscious person. This is a socially conscious place. And I'm going to get out of the way so that we can move along to this year's National Design Awards. Caroline, congratulations.
Thank you so much, David. Way too much Caroline and not enough Cooper Hewitt team that made all of those things happen. So, welcome, friends of Cooper Hewitt. We are America's Design Museum and a force like no other. Innovative, inclusive, experimental. We have transformed the 21st century museum experience and have now set course with an even more ambitious vision for the future. A global platform for design, we encourage everyone to discover its power to change the world. What a thrill to bring home the gold last month from the London Design Biennale. And I look forward to joining Secretary Skorton and colleagues this January in Davos to showcase our exhibition of inclusive design at the World Economic Forum. The UN's recent report on global warming makes the focus of our upcoming Cooper Hewitt Design Triennial particularly timely. Opening in May, the triennial will explore design's relationship with nature through more than 60 pioneering collaborations and cutting-edge creative projects, half of which address climate change. This triennial is a call to action. On campus, we just welcomed more than 4,000 people this week for our National Design Week festivities, all inspired and led by National Design Award winners, so thank you all. And on your way to dinner, you walked through Tablescapes, Designs for Dining. The exhibition shows the striking range of our offerings, from a 19th century surtout to a sustainable dining experience of the future, designed by 2017 NDA winners Joe Doucet and Mary Ping, both here with us tonight. Also with us tonight, 2012 winner Rebecca Mendez, who is the guest curator of our latest Selects exhibition. Rebecca's evocative installation invites us all to consider how culture, design, and the natural world all converge. All of this is possible because of the generosity of our enormous community of friends, especially all of you, and the steadfast support of our incredibly dedicated Board of Trustees, led by the terrific duo of Chairman Elizabeth Ainsley and President Scott Belsky. Thank you so much. And a very special thank you to Target for your outstanding support of NDA and all things Cooper Hewitt. So thank you. Huge thanks as well to Design Within Reach, right here, and Facebook. Thank you, Corning, for our hand-blown trophies, and Smithsonian Media. A sincere thank you as well to our gala co-chairs for all your hard work. And heaps of thanks and deep appreciation to the awesome Cooper Hewitt staff who make National Design Week and all of our programs all year long so impactful. It is a true honor to work with all of you every day, so thank you. Next year marks the 20th anniversary of NDA, and I look forward to seeing everyone right back here with our entire NDA family for the incredible celebration. To honor this major milestone, we have created a new National Design Award to inspire design's next generation, and you all are the very first to hear about it tonight. The Emerging Designer Award will recognize an up-and-coming designer or design team. It does include a cash prize to fuel the winner's continued career growth and mentoring from the nation's leading design minds. So time to send us your nominations, please. To tell us more about what we all can do to broaden NDA's impact, I'd like to welcome Cooper Hewitt Board President Scott Belsky to the podium. Scott is the co-founder of Behance, which hosts our National Design Awards online, Chief Product Officer of Adobe, and a dear friend of mine and of Cooper Hewitt. Hello, Scott.
Hello and thank you, Caroline. It is a privilege to work as closely as I do with Cooper Hewitt and its stellar staff. Could you have one more round of applause for the staff of Cooper Hewitt? So here at Adobe, I've seen firsthand the power of design to change a young person's life. Tonight, I'm asking you to join Adobe and many others in supporting NDA Cities, which reaches students most in need of design's inspiring impact. So in the next year, NDA winners will lead design workshops for underserved students in Boston, Detroit, and San Francisco to start. I believe strongly that design literacy is something every young person must learn, just as they learn to read and write or add and subtract. And just as a side note, I am reading a book by a man named Kai-Fu Lee right now about the power of artificial intelligence and all of the different parts of labor in the world that will be commoditized and automated. And his basic conclusion in this book with a lot of research is that creativity is that last most uniquely human trait. When you think about that, you think we have to prepare the next generation to be creative. So NDA Cities helps provide that kind of education, and it really needs your support. Our goal is to raise $250,000, and we're already halfway there. So this is a quick appeal to all of you to help us close the gap. There is a phone number on the screen behind me. Hey, this is the job as a president of a board, so bear with me, all right? There is a phone number behind me. Or if you further, there are also pledge cards on every table, and I'm actually told that there is a fee if you do the text, because texts are really expensive, I guess. No, there is but the pledge card is a direct donation straight to the cause. So that is, of course, the recommended path here. But and you can fill it out and hand it to your table ambassador, which every table has. Every gift helps. So I really encourage you to give something if you can. And the aspiration is to have at least $1,000 per table to help us make this goal. We want to make design more diverse and inclusive, and that will only happen if the next generation of designers includes a diverse array of viewpoints. So NDA Cities furthers this goal by bringing design education and inspiration to underserved schools. So let's see, do we have a few, we're gonna throw a few videos up there. Folks, check this out. That is Jennifer Morda, let's see, yep. Jennifer Morda is a 2017 winner of Communication Design. Jennifer. And here she is introducing Oakland elementary students to typography. NDA Cities actually visits schools with limited resources whose students might not otherwise be exposed to design. Design has become it's so essential, right, in modern companies, and with that trend has come great opportunities. So we need to prepare designers to compete in this world, and actually designers are becoming harder to find than software engineers. So this is even more of a need for design education. So with your support, NDA Cities will connect underserved students with design and design leaders. And this is one of the things that we're doing. The National Design Awards were here. Little do you realize that these winners are actually spending some of their time in classrooms. And so this is, let's see, here's another little video. Stamen's Eric Rodenbeck, a 2017 winner for interaction design. Is he here tonight, Eric? And he's here with San Francisco students creating cool data maps, charting climate change and tourism and more. These are just transformative encounters with students, and we need more of them to happen. So, hey, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your help with this important cause. And it really means a ton to us. And so with that, I want to turn it over. I think, yep. Oh, wait, sorry, we have one more. Sorry, here's Craig Wilkins. Sorry, I didn't know there was one more video. Last year's Design Mind winner, working with Roxbury High School students to redesign Boston City Hall Plaza. That's really cool. So let's see, can we put up any of the text? Are there any people, you can actually send messages if you give a gift via text. So there's some folks there actually. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you for your support. We are getting closer to our goal as we speak and eat and talk. So supporting NDA cities gives the next generation the same life-changing encounter that you have at Cooper Hewitt and tonight. Okay. Good, we're gonna turn it over right away. All right, so can I have your attention one more time? Thank you. I know that's super exciting, but now that I've given you some background on some of the National Design winners and what they're doing in schools, now that I've solicited your support, I would like to welcome back Caroline to the podium. Caroline.
Scott was modest. I'm super pleased to share that Adobe has contributed $100,000 to NDA programming, including NDA cities. Thank you so much, Scott, and the entire Adobe team. Just trying to get everyone's attention. Thank you. Sincere thanks also to Elizabeth and Lee Ainsley, Shelby and Fred Gantz, and Ed and Helen Hintz. Everyone's support of NDA cities is so important, and we couldn't do it without you. There are Cooper Hewitt ambassadors ready to answer questions, collect your cards, whatever you need tonight. And just want to say thank you very much again for your generosity, and bon appétit. Hello again. Hello again. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for that. Thank you, everyone, for your enthusiastic support. If I can get your attention, that would be terrific. Thank you. I have terrific news to share, and that is thanks to all of you, we've just raised already $248,000. Thank you. Cooper Hewitt will be in Boston in November, San Francisco in February, and Detroit in April. Help us take NDA cities nationwide. The more we raise, the broader the impact for years to come. So please continue to give generously. And before we begin our ceremony, a sincere thanks also to this year's NDA jury. Every year we acknowledge the NDA family of past and present honorees and jurors. Would you all please rise? So I couldn't help but see the flashes going off tonight. Please don't forget to share your photos with us on social media. And now, it is my great honor to present the Director's Award, which recognizes an individual or organization's outstanding accomplishments and support of the design community. And this year, it is my enormous pleasure to give the award to Darren Walker. President of the Ford Foundation, Darren is a revered leader in the nonprofit world and a visionary advocate for social justice. After taking the helm of the foundation in 2013, Darren steered the philanthropy's complete reorganization to focus all its attentions and resources on fighting inequality. This included committing $1 billion of the foundation's $13 billion endowment over the next 10 years to mission-driven impact investing. Darren's bold rethinking of charitable giving reverberated worldwide when, in 2015, he led the Philanthropy Committee for Detroit's Grand Bargain, rescuing the city from its historic bankruptcy. And more recently, Darren has deepened the foundation's important work fighting another barrier to equality: climate change. Announced just last month on the eve of the Global Climate Action Summit, the Ford Foundation is leading a collaborative effort to provide nearly $500 million to fight deforestation and advance the rights of Indigenous people. A longtime friend of Cooper Hewitt, Darren was among the first to appreciate our critically acclaimed exhibition series on socially responsible design, and through his support behind its expansion. An avid reader of Darren's blog posts and letters, I regularly discover new reasons for optimism within them. His 2016 letter on disability was among the most significant inspirations we drew from in prioritizing inclusivity as one of Cooper Hewitt's 5 strategic pillars. True to form, When I told Darren of our ambitious initiative to transform Cooper Hewitt into a hub of accessible design, learning in 2018 and well beyond, he responded with his typical warmth and enthusiasm, asking only, "How can we help?" Here's a short film highlighting the global impact of Darren's influence.
Thank you, Caroline. That was very generous of you. I love this museum. This museum, this jewel, this treasure called the Cooper Hewitt is not only a temple to intelligent and dazzling design, but you are teaching us something. You are teaching the world how design can help build a more just world. The idea that you have put at the center of your mission, and that is the very notion, the contested notion in America today of justice, and how can design advance justice. I've seen in the magnificent program here how that actually can happen. I've seen how you have brought to life the ways in which slum dwellers in Africa, in Asia, and Latin America can be uplifted by design. I've seen how you have demonstrated that prisons don't have to be tortured places that rob people of their dignity, but can actually be facilitators of the kind of rehabilitation that we would all wish people who are incarcerated experience. And I have seen how the work, the pioneering work this museum has done to demonstrate that design can help give dignity, voice, and agency to people with disabilities. So for me, this award is accepted with great humility and honor in the name of justice. Thank you, Caroline.
Our films celebrate the achievements of our winners and inspire us all. Tremendous thanks to Cooper Hewitt trustee John Kamen and his team at Radical Media for producing them for the 6th year running. Now on with the show.
Here to present the Design Mind Award is General Manager and CEO of Seattle Public Utilities, Mami Hara.
plan, you listen and follow the paths suggested by often suppressed and yet crucial voices and processes. You dare to look beyond the barriers of received knowledge and share what you see and hear, translating for us the language of landscape. You translate without prejudice, conveying the essential, sometimes raw, sometimes hidden interactions between people and place so that we may find our own path among them. In that way, you are a translator and a guide. For you, the eye is a door, but Ann Spurn, you are a door for the rest of us. It is my honor to present you with the Design Mind Award.
Thank you, Mommy, for being such a great colleague and friend. To Jeanette Hopkins, my editor of more than 30 years, who showed me the power of a book to reach hearts and minds and to provoke change, thank you. You changed my life. To my community partners for your insights and trust, thank you. To my research assistants for your dedication and tremendous contributions, thank you. To the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and the University of Pennsylvania for generous support of my work, thank you. To my family, especially my life partner, Paul Spurn, who make all things possible, thank you with all my heart.
Joining us to present the Corporate and Institutional Achievement Award is actress, philanthropist, and founder of Rouge, Stephanie March.
Hello. Congratulations, Darren. Darren used to be a neighbor of mine in Chelsea, and I haven't seen him in a long time. And you might not know this about Darren, but he throws the best Christmas parties. Sorry I couldn't share that with the jury earlier. It is my pleasure tonight to celebrate with Design for America. DFA started 10 years ago at my alma mater, Northwestern University. The official motto of Northwestern used to be, enter to learn, go forth to serve. Its unofficial motto is, party like a state school, study like an Ivy. Which is to say, a little bit of art and a little bit of science. And there is no more fertile ground for both revolutionary research and practical application than Design for America. Tonight, we honor faculty founder, Dr. Liz Gerber, and all of the Design for America participants. Give yourselves a hand. They're in over 40 cities around the United States now. And well, I'm now going to call you Liz because we know a lot about each other. She has said, and this is a direct quote, "We need new ideas to help save our planet, keep healthcare accessible, and strengthen democracy." I can think of no better time than now to honor those august endeavors and recognize a woman who is a leader in science as much as she is a leader in the classroom. Please recognize Liz Gerber and Design for America.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Stephanie. That was very kind and generous. And thank you to the Cooper Hewitt and the National Design Awards jury. This is a true honor. And it's been thrilling to be here over the last couple of days with so many people passionate about design, using it as a tool for humanity. It just brings such joy to me. 9 years ago, when these folks were students. We sat on the floor of my office at Northwestern questioning, why didn't our country have a national corps of designers ready to tackle complex problems? At the same time, in my classroom, students were desperately searching for a way to make a difference in their communities. And as professors, we were giving them problems that were artificial, served on a platter, as one of them described it, because we often didn't think they were capable of solving the complexity of today's challenges. At that same time, it also struck me as odd that we weren't teaching more students, not just engineers and designers, but why weren't we teaching everybody human-centered design as an approach to problem solving? So whether you're a leader in industry or in government, the iterative, collaborative, and human-centered approach to design problem solving is critical. So our idea was to create a national network of designers across the country who wanted to tackle social challenges. And the idea was that the network would organize and train the most passionate, committed, and energetic across all disciplines in every city across the United States. This idea catalyzed a movement, and Design for America grew very rapidly ever since. To be sure, it hasn't always been easy. It's been difficult to sustain a sustainable organization. There were days when we weren't quite sure if Design for America was going to last, whether it seemed possible. So to be up here today, to be recognized as in this way, is a true honor. I still marvel every day when I wake up at how many people are working day to day across the country to build this network. Behind me are these wonderful Design for America alumni. They're now successful entrepreneurs, raise your hand, nonprofit leaders and teachers, and have just done incredible things with their experience through Design for America. Design for America has changed these people's lives as well as the many, many people across the country who have a new perception of what they're capable of doing. To set historical context, in 1961, the Peace Corps mobilized youth to support economic and social development. In 1989, Teach for America encouraged a new generation of teachers. And today, we have a thriving design corps that is changing higher education, industries, and communities throughout the United States. Please join us in this movement. There's still much work to be done. Thank you.
Presenting the Architecture Design Award is architectural historian and curator Barry Bergdahl.
What's left to be said, you've just all seen it on the screen. Marion Weiss and Michael Manfredi grabbed our attention in 2001 with their paradigm-breaking Olympic Sculpture Park in Seattle, which many of us first saw in MoMA's groundswell. Subtly but forcefully, those transformed acres announced that age-old boundaries between nature and infrastructure, between architecture and landscape, between building and nature, were now obsolete. They continue to call forth public spaces from places where we didn't even imagine we could venture. Most recently, as you've just seen, in the Queens waterfront. You have to take a trip out there. In a moment when public and nature, these are the merged keywords of their mantra, public and nature are words ever more fragile and threatened. Their designs are beacons of inspiration. I am delighted to be the one to be able to present the National Design Award for Architecture to Marion Weiss and Michael Manfredi.
Thank you, Barry, for those incredible words. And I think Michael and I want to share a huge thank you to the Cooper Hewitt, to the Smithsonian, and the National Design Awards jury for recognizing that design truly matters. We're honored to be included in this extraordinary group of designers and thinkers, and so privileged to be recognized along with them. And we accept this award on behalf of the Weissman Freddie Studio, past and present, whose vision, dedication, and talent continues to challenge us to expand the definition of what architecture can be. And to the institutions, Penn, Cornell, Harvard, and Yale, that have continued to support our adventure and the questions that we ask, we thank them too. They've asked us to engage the broadest territories and constituencies that design can engage. We hope to create architecture that bridges the divisions between landscape, infrastructure, art and ecology, and communities that may have been overlooked. And we hope to actually continue to bridge these connections with the optimistic expectation that perhaps we can create connections where separations have existed.
Creating connections is fundamental to our work. It's fundamental to how we work and why. It's also intrinsic, happily, to Cooper Hewitt's mission, and we're very pleased to give measure to that mission. Architecture has a potential to shape the daily life, and it's been our good fortune that it shaped the course of our lives. We thank our families who are here today for your support and belief in our work, and to our clients, curators, collaborators. We're grateful for the opportunities that you've given us to bring our dreams to life. Thank you.
Here to present the Communication Design Award is best-selling author and cultural critic, Fran Lebowitz.
Hi. Among the many pieces of paper and communications I received from the Cooper Hewitt in regard to this, I'm just going to share with you this very brief sentence. Presenters are asked to make brief remarks, 20 to 30 seconds max, of a personal, congratulatory nature for the winner. If you would like your comments added to the presidential teleprompter, please send to, and then there's an email address. So first of all, I would like all my remarks sent to the presidential teleprompter. Second of all, I would like there to be a presidential teleprompter. But most longingly, I would like there to be a president who could read a teleprompter. The award I am presenting, which is called the, I forget, the national, what is it called? It's a design, communication design. I'm presenting it to a design studio, the name of which is Civilization. That's the name of the design studio. Civilization used to be the name of civilization. But art also apparently abhors a vacuum. So now we have, instead of Civilization, a design studio called Civilization. As far as offering my personal congratulatory message to the recipients, personal is mentioned numerous times in this. I have to be frank with you, I met these people less than an hour ago. These people are, to me, perfect strangers. But I'm certain that you will all agree with me that all strangers are perfect. So I am very proud to offer this award to the members of Civilization. There are only 3 now. Michael Ellsworth, Corey Gutch, and Gabriel Bromberg.
Thank you, Fran.
You're welcome. I'm right behind you.
It's such an honor to be here tonight and to be recognized among people, both past and present, that we consider to be heroes and whose work inspires us to do the work that we do every day. Thank you, Cooper Hewitt, and the National Design Awards jurors. And also thank you to our family, our friends, and our community who continually supports us.
To quote a past recipient, Milton Glaser, the designer's role is a role of good citizenship, and our team makes that commitment every day. I'd really like to thank them, Molly, Rhea, Sean, Allison, Oscar, and Giancarlo, for their continuous hard work. Thank you.
So to us, good citizenship means fighting against tyranny, listening to and raising marginalized voices, and building a sustainable world. And as designers, we use our skills to be a catalyst for change. And we're so fortunate that we get to bring design into our clients' incredibly important work. Thank you. Oh, yes.
Presenting the award for fashion design as Creative Digital Director of American Vogue, Sally Singer.
Some years ago, Christina Kim set out to rethink the perfect Italian men's boxer short for women, and a whole system of dressing, DOSA, came into being, one that made its wearers feel more directional and more extraordinary than they could have ever imagined, and therefore this award. But Christina's refined, rigorous sense of aesthetics is matched by her equally peerless ethical compass. She believes that work should be meaningful. All work should be meaningful to anyone who engages in it, and it should provide dignity, stability, and joy. And so that means that every person who has touched DOSA in the production process has access to those same blessings and inspirations as the consumers of DOSA. And in my world, fashion, this is a beautiful and a radical thing. So I'm very honored to present this to my friend Christina Kim.
I think you have to keep the face up. Thank you, Sally. Oh. Good evenings. On October 9th, 1971, we came to America. I was 14 and a half years old. Exiting the plane with my grandmother a step ahead, I walked into the balmy air of Honolulu. I saw the open modernist airport building and two beautiful women wearing muumuu in pink with red hibiscus blossoms, one holding a basket of white frangipani lei and the other lifting them out. When she placed the flowers around my neck, the exotic scent of frangipani rippled through me. My lifelong love for making things by hand began as a child in Korea. I see beauty in imperfection. As a teenager shopping in America, I searched for the label made in USA, which to me meant high quality fabrics and lasting workmanship. And at DOSA in Los Angeles, makers come from many different countries, stitched together, both by machine and by hand. The feeling of hospitality and grace in that first welcome has stayed with me for past 47 years. And with this award has come full circle. Mahalo. Namaste. Gracias. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Joining us to present the award for Interaction Design, founder and executive chairman of Foster & Partners and president of the Norman Foster Foundation, Norman Foster.
Imagine someone with an early training in medicine, with a passion for architecture, who brings together the world of design and the world of nature to international acclaim. Imagine a leader in education and research in MIT who inspires future generations still to come. Imagine somebody whose style and professionalism is a role model. All of those qualities and more between is Neri Oxman. And before I invite her to the stage, there's a short video by Yo-Yo Ma.
Dear Neri, I so wish I could be with you here tonight to celebrate in this wonderful award, so deserved. And since I can't be with you, I want to play something for you that reminds me of you. You're someone that is so inspired by beauty and by living things. And then you, as a beautiful being, inspire other living beings. And this piece just reminds me of you.
Neri, it's truly a great pleasure. So well deserved.
I am honored, speechless, in fact. I left my paper, I left it behind for a reason. Speechless and honored to trail in your footsteps the Mozart of modernism and the modern day Bach, to such great lyrical creators. I promise to follow in your footsteps, Norman, and to help shift the discourse from the industrial age to what we like to call today the biological age. And to Yo-Yo, who I hope is listening somewhere, probably in China, if we would all play design the Ennio Morricone way, we would save our planet long before we conquer Mars. This is love in the 1900s. Thank you to Caroline and to the National Design Awards for recognizing design on a national level. Design after love is the universal language. I want to thank 3 families who are here with me tonight on 3 separate Passover tables. Again, thank you, Caroline. The theme of Exodus is just perfectly suiting. The first family is a family of my mentors, some of whom are here with me tonight, and they include Moshe Safdie, and of course, Lord Norman Foster, Paola Antonelli, Elan Yaglom, Dean Sarkis, President Reif, my MIT family, my MIT Media Lab family, and those mentors have been with me, some of them have been with me for many, many years. The second family I want to thank is my Ark, my Noah's Ark, my incredible team
of systems biologists and roboticists and mechanical engineers and material scientists, computer scientists, wet AI experts, even an epiculturist on the table. Thank you for architecting the future together with me. And I'd like to ask this special family of mine to stand up and to be recognized. Many of them are here tonight. And last but not least, to Bill, who's recording me. You know, my life's mission has been to mother nature by design. And Bill has and is and will make it all, and making it all the more worthwhile and profound. And I thank you, Bill, for everything you are to me, and for inviting me to your family, who is here with me tonight as well. It's such an honor to create amongst family. I think it's the deepest honor that life has to offer. So I thank you all, and of course, thank you, Yo-Yo. This was too much. Thank you so much.
Here to present the Interior Design Award is founder and CEO of GoPro, Nick Woodman.
Great designers can tear holes into the normalcy that surrounds us and present us with unique and engaging experiences that inspire us, that excite us, and ultimately wow us. And in my own personal time with Chad Oppenheim and his team at Oppenheim Architecture and Design, they have shown me that they are masters at tearing up normalcy and harnessing the power of wow to make our world a far more interesting place to live in, as you saw. And so, Chad, my friend, it is with great honor that I present to you this year's award for interior design.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for coming here. Nick has a broken leg, and he's walked up on the stage perfectly. Broke it on Sunday. Extreme athlete he is. The first time I met Nick, we're working together on the project, and he said, "I want you to melt my mind." That doesn't happen much with clients, and I think I melted it a little too much the first time. But I'd like to thank everyone here at the Cooper Hewitt. It's a tremendous honor to be part of such an incredible institute, and as well as other award winners for this year. I was actually on the jury many years back, and I never thought I would actually be here on the podium. So thank you very much to the jury for recognizing our work. I'd like to thank my family who are here, my parents, Ronnie and Richard, my children, Hendrix and Lilu, and my wife, Alona, who's filming here. Without your support, we would not be able to do what we do. And of course, Raymond and Elizabeth, other clients who are with us. Architecture and design is a team sport, and really I'm accepting the award for the 40 people that we have in the United States and in Europe who really make all these dreams to come true. I believe that we're really in a very interesting time because we're the most connected species that has ever lived on this planet. We can be anywhere, almost any time, but yet we've become the most disconnected. And what we're trying to do with our work is to really reconnect people with the world around us, reconnect them with nature, and reconnect them to each other, because we've really become very distant with these technological advancements. So we hope that our work will reconnect and make a more beautiful place for the future of our generations to come. Thank you so much.
Presenting the Landscape Architecture Award is real estate developer, philanthropist, and executive chairman at The Platform, Peter Cummings.
So this is the moment you've been waiting for all night, because this is the team that is going to adhere to the time restrictions. I have 20 to 30 seconds, and Mick Young has 45 to 60 seconds. So I'm going to say this really fast. Mick Young has executed 2 projects for me, one in Chapel Hill and another in West Palm Beach. And in each case, she created an important and magical public space, as well as a sculpture which functions as the focus of that public space. How many designers can do both and do it with such élan? My wish is that she can sometime in the future do something similar in Detroit, the only UNESCO city of design in the United States, and a city where design in the service of justice and equality has become a civic mantra. I think it is inevitable that she will leave her mark on our city, great and gritty as it is. And in the interim, I am so pleased to present her with this well-deserved award.
I'm going to make Peter into a liar because I don't know if I can do this in 60 seconds. But Peter, thank you so much. You've been an amazing client and friend for as long as I can remember. I have so many people that I want to thank, friends, family, clients, mentors. Without your guidance and support over the last 2 decades, we wouldn't be standing here. I know I'm standing here alone, but my table is over there, and we wouldn't be standing here. I want to thank the Cooper Hewitt for every year celebrating design, like design with a big D, innovative design, and for showing us that our work, our collective work, has the capacity to make the world healthier and more connected. And finally, well, I want to also thank Chad for going after Neri, and Yo-Yo Ma. I want to thank my team, my incredible team. Somebody just got the joke. I want to thank my incredible team and our leaders, Brian Cho and Ian Downing. We work in a collective space, and we share everything. Actually, that sounded weird, right? we don't share everything. They're married to other people, so we share everything in design, and so I share this award with them. Thank you so much, Cooper Hewitt and the jury, for making this such an amazing night for us. Thank you.
Joining us to present the Product Design Award is Vice President of Target Home Product Design, Greg Van Bellinger.
Hello, I'm honored to present this award. Blue Dot's ethos and approach is something that I can personally and professionally relate to. Design for all. They bring and have built a brand that understands that product is not just product, but it also needs context. They have a clear vision and they integrate that vision into every step of their process. I am proud and honored as a designer, a friend, and a Minnesotan to another Minnesotan. Congratulations, John Christakos, Mercedes Blanks, Charlie Laser, and the whole Blue Dot team on the National Design Award.
Thanks, Greg. We started Blue Dot with a simple goal of making good design a little more democratic, and we thought it would be cool if we could build a business along the way. We never imagined we'd be at it 20 years later, and we never imagined we'd be recognized with such an important award. At Blue Dot, we don't put our individual names on any of our designs. That's because it's been a team effort from the very beginning. And that team includes not just our fellow designers who are here tonight, Warren Young, Brad Bray, and Scott Smearstick, but the entire Blue Dot team, from sourcing all the way to customer service and everywhere in between. It is that supporting cast that brings design to life in the real world, and they all deserve this award equally with us. We also want to thank our families for being so supportive when we left great jobs to start a crazy design business. We can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Here to present the award for Lifetime Achievement is Andrew W. Mellon, professor at the National Gallery of Art and professor of art history at UCLA, Stephen Nelson.
Good evening. I am beyond thrilled to present the award, the National Design Award for Lifetime Achievement for 2018, to Gail Anderson, whom I've known since our days as baby designers at the Boston Globe. Gail's work derives its power from her extraordinary creativity, her keen mind, and her deep commitment to social justice. And in whatever form, she constantly pushes the graphic terrain, and she also challenges and reimagines the place of design and designers in the world. And it's an honor again to give you this award. Congratulations, my dear friend, on this achievement.
Thank you so much, Cooper Hewitt. My deepest thanks for this incredible and incredibly humbling honor. I've worked hard over the last 35 years to try to live up to the standard of excellence that was set for me by my instructors, chairs, and mentors at the School of Visual Arts, many who are here this evening. I've been fortunate to have learned from and collaborated with gifted, generous, and forgiving art directors, design directors, and creative directors. And I've tried to pay forward the opportunities I was given to the designers, interns, and students. I've tried to mentor, to challenge, and to hopefully empower through my love of communication design. I have been so lucky throughout my career to have been in the right place at the right time and to have had so many great people in my corner, from my high school art teacher in the Bronx to my pals at Random House, the Boston Globe, Rolling Stone, Spotco, Anderson Newton Design, and SVA. So to my sister Jerry and my brother Mike, to all of my colleagues, collaborators, and students, and to my late parents, who would have really enjoyed a night out like this, but who would have complained about the parking, my sincere and heartfelt thank you.
Wow, okay. What a wonderful evening. Please allow me one last thank you to all of you for being here tonight and supporting our vision. And yes, let's raise a glass to the class of 2018 and design. Congratulations, winners. And now, please join me for a drink in the Great Hall. Thank you.